everyone, this is Pam from Bug Bites and Papillon Digital Designs, and I think this box contains my Cameo. It was supposed to come today, so let's open and check it out. I've got my scissors here, and this video is going to be a little shaky as I can't mount the video on the tripod. So let me cut this open and then let's see. Yes, it is. It's the Cameo. This is how the box looks like. I'm going to take that out. Okay, here is the box. That's the other side of the box. The top and the front. I don't think. Okay, there we have it. As soon as you open, I think this has the power cord. Okay, and here we have the registration card. This is the quick instruction. It's the instructional video, not the software. And remember, the software can be directly downloaded from the internet. I would say that the designer version costs about $50 more, but it's totally worth it. So we have that ratchet blade. This is a blade assembly, and the old Slout had the caps, but this one is numbered blade here, so that's an advantage because you keep losing those caps. Let's see, we have that Slout Studio. Okay, and I think there is a $10 gift card. The cord from the Slout to the computer and the instruction. This is the mat. 12 by 12 mat. And I think we have only one mat. The other one had two. One for thin paper and one for thick paper, but I think this is just for the thick. Just one mat for everything. This is the Cameo, so let me take it out. The USB port, this is the power cord, and this is for the SD card. It has some tapes holding it together, one here on this side and one at the back, I think, to hold the blade assembly in place. Yes, so be carefully peel that out. Okay, take that out, and then here we have a liner, so gently move that out of the way, take out those liners, and one at the back, so should be able to pull it out from the back. And this is the blade assembly, and usually try to move it to the end and move it back, because sometimes that gets it reset. And this is the blade. Found it a little bit strange if you are used to cricket. Let me keep my camera down so that you can see the blade, and let me pick up the blade and show you. It just comes like this, two parts, and you cannot twist the top like you do in the cricket. And what you have to do is, after you see the settings, choose your pattern paper like cardstock or a thing. You have to check the setting in the computer. So this is the ratchet which you have to attach to turn the blade setting. So there is a, if you can see, there is a triangle pointing out there, and that goes to this. There's a red mark, if you see clear. Okay, let me bring it closer. There's a red mark, so that goes near the triangle, and then you twist it. Now I'm going to try cutting a cardstock paper. So it says that 80-pound cardstock, the setting is 3, so I have to get that to 3, align it to 3, then take that out, and then put that in the, okay, You just have to unscrew it a little, hopefully get this thing in there. Okay, I completely missed another piece of tape, green tape. So watch out for all the green tape. Take some time, don't hurry, and check out all the green tape. So this slides in. Tighten it up. Let me plug this baby in. Okay, I have gone to my drive, and I need to install the drivers, so that's what I'm going to do after it reads. So let me double click the driver, and let's go to the English, and I have a setup here. Okay, so I'll say yes to that and install. It says please make sure that the Silhouette Cameo is not connected to the power cord, so we have to switch that off. So the driver. Okay, I'm still installing. It's taken a while, and if you are on Windows 7, it will ask you that, it will tell you that the driver signature is not verified, and it will say please install anyway. Click on install anyway, and then it says okay, connected to the power cord. So I'm switching that on. I've connected that, and I'm going to press OK. So let's see if it recognizes the Cameo. And I'm sure I should be able to see it somewhere, hopefully. Okay, I have loaded the mat. It's a clear mat, and it takes complete 12 by 12 paper. So it's asking me to load the mat, and usually in the old Silhouette, the mat should fall under the two rollers. So it has to fall under the two rollers. So it should line up with the second mark there, I guess. So let's try that. Let's have it flush with that. And I have to, it says cutting media, and here I have a doily loaded, and I have set the cutting mat to 12 by 12. If you can see, I think there's a glare, so let me go nearer. I set the cutting mat to 12 by 12. Here I've chosen the cutting mat, and that's the paper I'm going to cut. In the cut settings, you should have downloaded the latest software. So here you have change blade settings. So if you are in the old Silhouette, so you just have to change your blade settings from that blue there. I hope you can see that change blade settings, and that brings up this pop-up window, and here you choose ratchet or cap blade. You can ask it to choose automatically, but I've chosen a ratchet blade, and here I have dropped down to a cardstock, 80 pounds cardstock. So that tells me that my ratchet blade should be in 3. So I've set that to 3. So it says 3. So that's where my cutting speed is. Okay, now set Silhouette rollers to 13 inches. I think it's set. Okay, that's another feature here. If you can see, it asks you to slide the rollers. This is the sliding pin. I've not done it yet because I'm using the 13 inch and it's already set to that. So these white rollers can be moved by pushing this down and then twisting it. Twist the sliding roller so the pinchers are not in the notches. So I have to twist this. You can see a notch there. You can see a notch there, so I have to twist that and then move the rollers, because the rollers has to be on the paper. It is now on the papers. It's gripping and it's all ready to cut. I've got the cardstock, everything. So I'll press cut page there. Okay, I'll say cut page, and let's see if it starts cutting. That's it. I hope it does. So it is working. It's cutting. Okay, it's almost done, and when it's turning you can see that I think when you have an 8.5, I was just looking and I realized that if you have an 8.5 paper, so you have to load it from this end to this end, so that you have to move this notch. There is, you can see that there's another groove there, just like that. So you have to slide this down, twist it that way, and move that to meet that groove. So that's a setting for 8.5 to 8.5 by 11 paper. So I think I'm going to use this only for 13-inch, and I have the SD used for my regular paper, so that way I don't need to keep changing the notches. And another cool thing I found that was this must be the extra thing in case you lose, because there is another ratchet here, so you can just put the blade there and twist it how you want. So when you go somewhere you won't lose the parts. It's cool. It's not at all heavy, very light. It is almost the size of the regular Cricut machine, but more sleek. And it needs a computer. So yes, this is the silhouette. Let's see how it cuts. It looks like, if we can see the cut, it looks as if it's cutting the paper all the way through, so I don't think that'll be the problem. And the cuts are clean. Looks that way. So it is. This is a recollection cardstock, the craft recollection cardstock. So yes, it's done. And now let me take that out, unload, and let me check that. Okay, this is the unload button. So I'll press. Okay, it's cut it beautifully. It does a beautiful job. So that's the Cameo. Thank you for watching.